Let me show you how you can edit this template. So once you download the project file, then you just have to simply extract it. And after you extract it, inside the folder, you will have the slideshow.dra folder. Just open up Resolve and you have to right click on it and click on Restore Project Archive. Browse for the location where you extracted your file. In my case, it's in my desktop folder. And I have the photo gallery slideshow. And inside we'll have the slideshow.dra folder. So just select this folder and click on open, and you can just call it whatever you want. So let's call this my slideshow and click on OK. And I just wait for Davinci to open up the project inside the project manager window. And once it does that, then you just simply have to double click on the thumbnail to open it up inside Davinci Resolve. So once it opens up, you should see your final timeline over here, the final composition timeline. We also have light leaks over here at the top. So if you want to disable it, you can simply click on this icon to disable the video track and you won't see that anymore. But let me show you how you can edit the text and edit the images. So as you can see, we are on the first slide over here, the first scene, and we have media offline, and that is because our images are not inside the project. So we have to import the images that we are going to be using inside our project. So let's do that. I'm going to find some images. So let's just drag in our first image, and I'm just going to put it inside the media folder so that our project is organized. So everything, videos, photos, logos, I'll just put it in the media folder. So let's just do that right over here. And we already have some media inside it. These are some overlays that I have used in this project, but just ignore that. And here is our image. So if you double click on it, you can see this image over here, and we want to put it inside our first scene. To do that, what we have to do is we have our main images folder over here. Click on that and you click on main image scene 1. So you can just double click on it, and if it doesn't open up, then you can right click on it and click on open in timeline, and you should see media offline over here. You can see that the previous image over here, but we are going to replace it with the new image. So I'm going to go to my media folder and drag and drop this image inside, and I can just scale it up like so that we don't have these black edges or the black borders. So I'm going to just close out of this, and if you go back to your final scene over here, you should see the image inside the scene over here. So let's just move our playhead, and you can see we have our first image over here. And now we have 3 more images. These are the background images. So there is this folder called background images. So we just double click on the scene 1, since we are on the very first scene. So we have background image scene 1, and we have these 3 image placeholders. So what we can do is just find more images, and I'm just going to quickly do that over here on my second monitor. I'm going to drag in these images and put it inside the media folder. And of course, you can create your bins inside this folder and organize your project neatly, but let's just skip that for now. I'm going to go to my image over here, image scene 1, and we have background image 1. Double click on these 3. If they don't open, you can right click on it and click on open in timeline. So let's just do that. Right click open in timeline, right click open in timeline. And by the way, you can also create a shortcut for this open in timeline. You can go to your Davinci Resolve preferences to do that, but let's just skip that for now. And I'm just going to go to my media over here and find the images. All right, here's our first image. Drag and drop to replace it, scale it up, and you can exit out of this. For our background 2, we have this image over here. So let's just drag that in. I'm going to scale it up like so. And finally, we have our last background, and we'll just use this image over here, replace it, and just zoom it up like so. So you can close out of this and back into your final comp over here. You should see all of these 3 images replaced inside this scene over here. You can also help Davinci Resolve a little bit, since this project is a little bit resource intensive. You can go to your playback and you can load down the timeline proxy mode, set this to maybe quarter resolution, and that should help you with editing this template a little bit. All right, so the next thing is we will edit the text. So right now it says your text goes here 01. So let's just edit this, and for this you need to go to the Fusion page, and before that we have to locate the scene. So in the scenes folder you have scene 01. Double click on that to open up. And once you are inside scene 1, you should simply click on the Fusion page icon. So just simply click on that and it should take you to the Fusion page. And if you just zoom in, you can see the text node over here, and here you can just type in anything that you want. So I'm going to type in type in my slideshow 01, and as you can see, our text box also changes. It will match the length of your text. You can of course change the size and the tracking amount, all that stuff. You can change the font and everything right inside this panel over here. And you can also go to layout and change the position as well if you want to do so. But that's just how easy it is to change the text. Right, so we also have this group node. This is how this animation was built, but we're not going to go into that. So let's just skip that for now, and let's go to our edit page and see if it has changed. You can see that our text has changed, and inside the final comp as well, our text will be changed. Now you have to do the same thing for scene 2 as well. You change the main image, you change the background image, and you have to change the text. And that is pretty much it. You have to do this for all of these slides. I wish there was an easier way to do this, but I guess you have to just do this one by one. And yeah, it should roughly take you about 15 to 20 minutes to edit this template, and at the end you should have a pretty good result. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope this template will help you in your upcoming projects. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.